to improve the health of our communities, grow the middle class through jobs created by the clean energy transition, and avert the worst effects of climate change at the same time. It is possible to do all this through the meaningful investments made by the EPA and other federal agencies. That's why last Congress, Democrats made investments in the Clean School Bus Program through the bipartisan infrastructure law. When we invest in clean, zero-emission buses for our schools, we are prioritizing the health and well-being of our children and our communities while also growing our domestic manufacturing base. I am proud of the work the Environment Subcommittee did to help develop and enact this program, and it's already working. Earlier this year, I joined Regional Administrator Garcia and Leonard Bus Sales in Saratoga Springs, which is working to deliver 17 electric buses to 6 school districts across New York State. And I do want even more of our communities to benefit from this opportunity. So, Mr. O'Donnell, I completely agree that we must make certain this program is implemented effectively, and I do know EPA shares that goal, and the team there is working diligently to ensure that every dollar counts. And as part of effective implementation, it is critically important that these investments reach the communities that are most in need. As you know, the law allows EPA to prioritize applicants that support low-income, rural, and tribal school districts. So, in your testimony, you stated that your evaluation will look at the program's selection process. Will this include any analysis of or recommendations for how EPA can ensure that funds are reaching the communities most in need?
I believe it will consider the use of those prioritization factors that you mentioned.
Okay, thank you. And as you know, the administration has adopted the Justice 40 commitment, which seeks to provide 40% of the benefits of programs like this one to frontline and underserved communities. I believe an evaluation of the program's effectiveness and its selection methods should address whether Justice 40 goals are being achieved. And if EPA is not meeting those targets, I hope the selection process recommendations that you will consider providing will address how we can do better on this front. So, Mr. O'Donnell, do you believe that fulfilling the agency's environmental justice goals is important in the evaluation of the program effectiveness?
In fact, we have spoken as a top management challenge to the EPA environmental justice, and with respect to in the lead up to these programs, we've issued lessons learned, including lessons learned on DERA, that the agency needs to have actual performance measures in these programs. I don't think we'd want the performance goals for this to be just get the dollars out or just get the school buses out, but that we're actually addressing the sort of targeted, prioritized funding and support that you're speaking to.
Mm-hmm. And all Americans, regardless of their zip code, deserve the benefits that cleaner air and healthy communities provide. And the Clean School Bus Program is an important part of that effort. So constructive, targeted oversight can indeed help ensure this program succeeds so that everyone, our children and all involved, benefit from the clean buses. With that, Mr. Chair, I thank you and yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Now recognize the gentlelady of Florida, Ms. Kamick, for 5 minutes of questioning.
Okay, there we go. I don't know if that's working.
I can hear you.
I know. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Chairman Griffith, for hosting this hearing today. Thank you for appearing before the committee. I know we've covered quite a bit here today on this issue, so I want to dive into a little bit of a niche issue. So I understand that this program provides funding for school districts and other recipients to replace their existing buses with zero-emission or clean school buses. However, how are these recipients able to afford to repair and maintain these buses is a huge concern. As I've been chatting with superintendents in my